Good afternoon. Second video, me starting life over again at 48, part two. I spent 3 days, 2 days in upstate New York because I thought I had a possibility at an apartment. That fell through. So I went nuts looking at all these apartments. Nothing was coming up. And we went everywhere through town. Me and my daughter went everywhere, and there was nothing. And at 48, when, stuff goes wrong, you really honestly, you get a little down because everything keeps falling through. Like I had a chance to get an apartment in my daughter's complex where both my daughters live. And it was actually would have been a great opportunity. My granddaughter could have walked to me. I could have just walked to my daughters so that didn't work out. Somebody got the apartment because they were there before me, which is understandable. And then I went looking and there was an appointment with another apartment, which was awesome. First floor, right in the middle of town. I didn't have to drive anywhere. I could have walked to go shopping so I didn't have to use gas on my car, which saves me even more money. Didn't work out how I wanted it to. It ended up where they did a credit check and my credit's not the best. So I didn't get it. Fast forward to the week after. There was an apartment I called on and nobody picked up. And I had made asked if I can get an appointment for that day, and it wasn't happening. So what happened was I went home on Saturday morning, saw an old friend of mine in upstate New York, which I had a great time. We hadn't seen each other in like 20 years, so it was a long time coming. Yeah, we were really good friends, and we still are. Actually, it was funny because we still had that friendship connection that we really truly, honestly, we were really, truly good friends. We both were there for each other for a lot of stuff, and disappeared for a while, and now we started talking again, and it's great because now we're catching up, and we're planning to hang out a little more now because, to be honest, it's what you don't have a lot of good. Like I haven't had a lot of I can say best friends. I got best friends and they're great. And then this one I had lost contact with a long time, and it was someone that really was important to me in my life. So we did. Fast forward to when I went home. So I went home. We both were really happy to see each other. And then I went and I started looking again. And this apartment kept coming up. And I always saw it. And every time I tried to call, they weren't picking up. They weren't picking up at all. I was like, damn, I was like, I'm gonna lose this. And the price is right. Perfect. And so they called me back. It was Monday evening, if I'm not surprised, maybe. But I was getting paid on the third because I'm on disability. And I said, listen, I said, I can come on Thursday. I said, but I really want the apartment. I really want the apartment. She goes, the guy, no, he goes, yeah, listen, he goes, I'll make an appointment. You come on Thursday and come look at the apartment. So I left Thursday at 1 o'clock in the morning, got up to where I was going, paid for the I liked the apartment. They didn't go by my credit, and I paid them, and I got my apartment. And it was bittersweet because I knew I was given. Once I got the apartment, I knew that my old life is done. I'm not that old life is not there now. Now it's a new life. I'm starting over by myself and I'm helping my granddaughter grow up and I'm going to help raise her, take her to school, just whatever, just be a grandfather. Be a grandfather to my granddaughter. Something I couldn't do for my girls, which I regretted for so many years. And, you know, if anybody who knows me, who watch my videos know, I love my kids. My kids are my life. If it came down to them or me, I would tell somebody to take me instead of them. That's how much I love my kids, my grandkids, my godkids, any kid under my care. I would surrender my life for them in a heartbeat, if need be. So, am I nervous about this path? Yeah, I'm scared. You know, it's like, but I have my channel. I have all my subscribers, and there are people that don't subscribe that watch the videos, which I'm grateful to as well. Some people just don't like to subscribe to channels, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. And they watch them on my Facebook page, which I like. So when you're starting over at 48 and you do hit those situations where you don't get what you want and you spend a whole 2 days looking. Yes, a whole 2 days. After my appointment, after a thing, like the office was closed, so I spent the whole first day, me with my daughter, going everywhere, looking at places, filling out applications, calling places, seeing what's available, everything. It was like crazy. We got done on Friday. We got done on Thursday, and I was wiped. She had work the night. She didn't go to work that night, so we ended up hanging out, talking, and everything. And we went out to dinner. I went out to dinner with my daughter. I went out to dinner with my two daughters, my two son-in-laws, and my granddaughter. We had a great time. Although Chinese buffet, when you have a small stomach from not eating a lot of food, is actually painful. Yes, I know. I regretted it the day after, but it was good anyway. So Friday, I went to my appointments, and then like when that happened, I ended up calling again. Nobody picked up, and then finally, when I went the week after, success. I have an apartment. It's a studio, nothing big, nothing special to talk about. But I got my own porch that's covered, so I can at least go out when it's raining or if it's snowing and just enjoy the weather. And I'm close to my girls. Starting over is hard, but when you have people there to help you with the transition, it also makes it easier to do. And, you know, yeah, I'm moving on to one thing is going away, but they're going to be there. It's just right now I'm going to be on my own, trying to figure out life. And, you know, if they're there at the end of long, this long thing, that's fine. If not, then that's fine. But, you know, it's like I'm doing what I can for me for now to fix me. And I'm really working on it. I'm a work in progress. I'm like that old Ford. I'm like that old Chevy that's sitting in a lot and somebody's restoring it. It's not completely restored, but it just needs a little work. I need a little work, but I'll get there. I will get there. How long? Who knows? 6 months, year, 2 months, who knows? But I'm going to concentrate on what's going on in my life with my kids and everything else before I concentrate on anything else. That's my promise to myself. Because I have to make promise. You have to make promises for yourself before you make promises for other people to help yourself recover and become and do more and make more of yourself. Yeah, you're not rich, but guess what? If you have family that's behind you 100% and friends, that's more than that's more than being rich. You're richer than you possibly can imagine. Are you struggling bill wise? Yeah, but guess what? You got people in your life that do care about what goes on with you and where you're going. And you need to keep those people in your lives because those people are the ones that are going to help you when you need help or if you are in a situation where you need help. And I found I have a lot of friends in this journey. This journey's been very hard. It's been very stressful, but I'm doing it. I'm fighting it. I'm moving forward in my life and I'm doing what I can to fix what I can fix. What happens at the end, I have no clue. I do not have a time machine, but I do know if I keep going, at least I'll come close to my goal. And if I don't, at least I know I tried. I made an attempt. And if I don't get to that total end goal, at least I tried to get to that end goal and try to get there as best I can. Starting over at 48, it's very hard. Question is, how do you sit there and move forward and go through the motions? You fight, you work for it. You talk to the people in your family that you know are going to give you the advice that they're going to give you and be behind you 150 to 200% and call you out on your shit, call you out on your mistakes, and say, maybe you should try this because they're the ones that care and they're not going to sugarcoat it for you when you sit there and you have a problem. They're going to give you it full bore. And you can't be sensitive. You just got to be like, okay, I need to try things differently. Thank you for your time. I don't know if I'm going to do a part three. Maybe when I move there. We'll see what happens. But I want to thank you, everybody, for maybe following this series and see what happens. And if you enjoy this series, let me know. Because I can always do a little retrospect every week or every month on how my life is doing. If it helps you go through yours, which would be great. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching me, subscribing. Even if you don't subscribe and like and you just watch these videos, thank you. I appreciate your time for coming over to my channel. And what I can say is have a great day, have a great month, have a great year. And I wish the best for everybody out there that's going through anything that you get to where you're going and if not, you at least try. And if you don't, you at least made an attempt. Because sometimes making an attempt is fighting enough. Have a great evening and can't wait to see you in my future videos.